Hey everyone, I hope you all are safe and doing good. So in the series of learning Python programming language, in this video we'll be discussing one more project. Till now in this series we have discussed 6 projects. So this is our 7th project. And these projects are of, not of that high level. These are for beginners, right? So the project is you have to guess the correct number. Okay. First of all, let me just show you the output. Whenever after completing the project, whenever you will run that project, then what it should give you, like what kind of output you will get. See, so it will show, whenever you will run, it will show something like this, like the name of the project, guess the number, how to print this ASCII, that also I'll tell you. Now it will show, like, let me think of a number between 1 to 50. You can take here 1 to 500, any range you can take, maybe 50 to 100 or anything, right? I am taking just an example of 1 to 50. Now choose level of difficulty, easy or hard. I am choosing easy. Now it will show for easy level you have 10 attempts, for hard level you are having 5 attempts. So it will show you have 10 attempts remaining to guess the number. Now you have to make a guess, suppose 30. Now it will show your guess is too low. Guess again. Now you have only 9 attempts, right? Guess is too low means the number is above 30. So I am guessing it's 40. But your guess is this time too high. Guess again, and then it will show you have 8 attempts now. So let's 45. Your guess is too high again, then let's 42. It's again too high. Suppose 41. It's too high. 40. Again too high. 35. Too high. 33. Again it's too high, and I have only 2 remaining attempts, like 32. See, your guess is right and the answer was 32. Now it will stop, right? Okay, let's run this again. If I am choosing hard level, now you are having only 5 attempts remaining to guess the number. Guess 40. It's too high. 30. Again too high. 20. Then too high. Then 10. It's again too high, and now I am only having 1 attempt, so let's say 5. Your guess is too low. You are out of guesses, you lose this time because you are out of attempt now. Only 5 attempts, in only 5 attempts you have to guess the right number in hard level, right? So I hope now you have idea what you need to do. You can just make a flowchart first, divide this thing in modules, right? First thing, it will show this thing, then it will ask for difficulty level. According to difficulty level, it will show how many attempts you are having, right? Then make a guess, then it will compare the number which this computer has thought and your guess. So it will compare those two numbers, and according whatever the result of that comparison, it's too high or too low, it will show you the result, and then guess again. This message would be again printed, guess again, and now this message again would be printed but with 1 less number of attempt, right? Like this. So this thing is in repetition. Like make a guess, according to it will show the result. If it is not correct, then guess again, and then it will show the number of attempts, right? So now according to this, you can just divide this into number of modules and then work on different like small modules. Divide this problem into small part. So try to first of all create a flow chart. I hope you can create that flow chart, right? Pause the video and try this out. Okay, so I hope you have done this. Now let's create a new file and name it guess the number.py, right? First, what it will show, the ASCII art, later we will add on, right? That is for decoration. Okay, first it will show you what, let me think of a number, this kind of thing. See, let me think of a number between 1 to 50, right? Now how you can generate a random number from 1 to 50 in a range? If you are aware about that module, random module that we have discussed in previous videos, you know what is the function. That is, from this module random dot, we have a function rand int, and you can just give the range 1 to 50. It will generate a number between 1 to 50. Both 1 and 50 are inclusive, right? and whatever number it will generate, we can just store that thing in a variable answer or any other variable, right? But don't show this to the user whenever you run this, okay? But for this, for trial purpose, now let's just show the answer to user. Now it will ask what, choose level of difficulty, easy or hard. So let's just input that thing also using input function, take input. Whatever you will input that, let's take a variable level. In that we are going to store, okay? So easy and hard, that is a string, so no need to convert this into int. Now if easy or hard, according to that, the number of attempts, for easy it should be 10, for hard it should be 5, okay? Now suppose we are having a function. See, you can do it without using a function, that is your way. There are multiple ways to do this project, right? But we have discussed functions recently, so that is why I am using functions in this case, right? So let's just have a function set difficulty, and there just pass one argument level. We are calling this function. So before calling, obviously we have to define this. So let's define this function set difficulty and level chosen. The variable I am taking level chosen, or simply same variable level you can take, same name, it's up to you, no problem. Now check if this level chosen is equal to easy. In that case, number of attempts are 10. So maybe you can say something like this, number of, or simply attempts equal to 10. You can set this, right? 5, something like this. So these are, we can say these are local variables, attempts within this function, right? So it's better to create, like we can say we have constants also, like pi is a constant. So let's create, we create that variable pi globally, that is a constant, and anywhere in a program we can use that. So better to create these variables globally, right? And globally, but it should be a constant, means no one can change, means we should not change these variable, right? So simple, if you take any variable, we take this type of name. So to differentiate that this should be a constant and we should not change this value during this code, we can take something like this, like we can take the variable name in capital letter, right? So easy level attempts equal to 10, set this, and hard level attempts, and hard level attempts is equal to 5, right? So it would be clear, like if these are in capital letter, it means I want this should be a constant, this is a constant, and I don't want to change this during this code. I don't want that anyone should change these two variables, right? Now, or you can choose this method also, attempt 10, attempt 5, rather than creating constant, okay? I'm just giving you one way of solving this question. If you got this thing, then there are multiple ways and you can try out different ways, and you can play with this code, right? So rather than this, what I do, we also have, okay, done this thing like return. Now if level is easy, then return this one, easy level attempts, else return hard level attempts, means return 10 or return 5, okay? So it is returning, that is why we have to store that thing in a variable name. So we can store this in attempts, a variable name attempts, simply attempts, okay? Now that is fine. Now it will ask, now next thing is, it will show you have 5 attempts remaining to guess the number, but this line is, see, repeating. You have 4 attempts, you have 3 attempts, you have 2 attempts. Only the change is this value. So this line should be in a loop, right? And then make a guess. This also is in a loop. Then your guess is too high. Like obviously this thing we will see later, right? Now first it should print number of attempts remaining. So use f string, and you have how many attempts left? That is in this you can say this variable attempts. You have this many attempts remaining to guess the number, right? Although this is in loop, but that also we'll see. Now let's ask from the user, or like guess a number, and whatever it will guess, that I'll store in this variable guessed number, right? Okay, now we have to check this number and our guess number is same or not. So let's suppose we have a function check answer, and there obviously we are going to pass your guessed number and the answer, and then we will compare, right? So let's define that also. Let's define that function. So it will accept 2 argument, guessed number and answer. Same name I am taking. You can take different name also, that is also fine. Now compare. If this guessed number is less than our answer, means it will print first what message? Your guess is too low. And second thing what it will do, it will reduce the number of attempts by 1. Okay, and it will again ask, it will print that message also, guess again. Your guess is like maybe too low or too high, and then it will print a message guess again, and then it will reduce the number of attempts, and this line would be again printed, right? So reduce the number of attempts by 1. But how you can reduce that thing? So one way we can do is, in this parameter again pass the attempts, one more one more argument, that is number of attempts. Whatever number of attempts at first you have, like 10, so that would be also passed as an argument. So here same name I am taking, attempts. So it will do attempts attempt minus 1. Okay, so suppose it is returning these attempts minus 1. Okay, till now it's fine. But else if your guessed number is greater than answer, in that case what should be printed? Your guess is too high, and again, okay, same thing. This time also this will do return attempt minus 1. Okay, else it will print your guess is right and the answer was, in which variable we are having the answer? In answer variable. So using f string we can print that thing, right? Your guess is right and the answer was this. Now back to, okay, where it will return to this check answer. So we are, see, it is returning simple, the returning attempts minus 1 means a number variable attempts. Okay, see, you know this line, these are in, should be a loop, right? So after setting this difficulty level, this should be in loop. So while, and what is the condition to break this loop? If the answer is equal to the guessed number, then simply break the loop. No need to guess again. Okay, so while your guessed number not equal to, so while your guessed number not equal to your answer, till then these lines should be repeated. But see, it will give an error. Why? So because guessed number is a variable we are using before we are defining this variable, because here we are taking guessed number is equal to this, and before this only we are using this. So because see, before we are not having any variable guessed number, so it will give an error. So better to do one thing to run this program successfully. Just set the guessed number first, 0 at first, right? Now it's fine. Obviously 0 not equal to the answer, and 0 is not within the range 1 to 50. So definitely at first time this condition would be definitely false. So we are going to enter here for sure, right? Okay, now so in this line we have, sorry, we are having an error. Before this we should write down like int. Now it's fine. Now let's run this and see. Let me think of number between 1 to 50 and 15. We know the answer. It's just a trial version. Let's choose the level hard. Now you have 5 attempts remaining to guess the number. Let's guess the number 30. Your guess is too low. You have only 4 attempts remaining to guess the number. Guess a number. Suppose I am guessing 45. Again too low, 3 attempts. 12. Too low, 2 attempts. 23. You have only 1 attempt. Okay, 45. See now, see. Your guess is too low. You have 0 attempts, but still it is asking guess a number. Guess a number. Suppose 6. You have minus 1 attempts remaining to guess a number. Means we should stop the loop if number of attempts are 0, right? If number of attempts are 0, then also stop the loop, and if you have guessed the right number, then also stop the loop. Two conditions to stop the loop, right? You got this thing, I hope. Okay, now check if these attempts equal to 0, right? You are out of guesses and you lose. And here obviously you have to be out of this while loop, right? But the condition to exit from this while loop is only when the guessed number is equal to the answer, then only we can exit. Okay. Okay, let it be like this only. Else, if I write like else, okay, now else it should print guess again. It is still having some bugs, but let me just run this, what it will show you. Let's choose hard level. Now you have 5 attempts, guess a number 34. Your guess is too high, guess again. This message this time has been printed, guess again, because we have printed this message. Now 4 attempts, 34, 23, 12, only 1 attempt, 45, still guess a number, you are having minus 1 attempt, like this. So you have to stop this thing. If number of attempts are 0, then you have to stop this while loop, right? Now how you can stop? See, we have one method, like from a function we can return, we know. If you want to exit from that function, we can simply write down a statement, simple return, that's it, right? So if this thing is in a function, then simply what we can do, we can simply write here return, and we will be exit from this while loop as well as from the function, right? But if this is not in a function, that is why it is showing an error, because return statement can be used only within a function, right? So let's put this thing into a function name, suppose gain, and we are not passing any argument, everything from the first line, right? So everything should be indented, right? And at last, definitely, obviously, to play this game, you have to call that function to execute this functionality. So we are calling this game. Now simply we can do return. Now it's fine. If you are out of guesses, then definitely it will be, you would be out of that loop. So again, hard, guess a number. See now, you are out of guesses and you lose. But what if you are not out of guesses and you have just guessed the right number? Then also you have to be out from that loop. Let's run this again. Let's see a bug here. Let's choose a level, easy level. You have 10 attempts. 10. Your guess is too low. Okay, 40. Try to guess the right number. 40 is too high. Okay, 35. 35 is too low. Guess again, and you are having 7 attempts. Too low means let's guess 37. It's again too low. So 38. again too low, 39. See, your guess is right, the answer was 39, but guess again, it is printing this statement, guess again, but this should not be a case, it should not be printed, this line. Your guess is right, the answer is 39 and that's it, right? So this is the bug here, guess again, it should not be printed. So in this else part, you have to put something else. Okay, one condition, if, see, not directly else, guess again, only else if you are out of the guesses you lose, but else if still your guessed number not equal to answer, then only print guess again. If the guess number is equal to answer, then no need to print guess again, right? I hope you got this condition, why I am putting this condition, right? Okay, let me just show you, let's run this. And same, I am taking easy level. I am trying to guess right. See, guess number 9 and your guess is right, the answer is 9, but still I am having one attempt left and it is not printing guess again, right? So because of this condition, right? Now the ASCII art, if you want to decorate your project, so in Google you can search simply like text to ASCII art generator, right? And on any link you can click and then see it will ask for enter your text. So I am guessing, I am entering the name of our project, guess the number, and then see this is a ASCII art, or you can change this also. So you can change the font from here, and so from here you can copy this and there just create a new file. I just created logo_art.py and there take a variable name, any variable name you can take, logo, and you can just paste this, guess the number. But before that, this is a string here, so you have to put this thing into these 3 quotation mark, right? Now that's fine. Now in your project, while starting your game, you can just import, you can just print what you first of all, but you have to import that module because you have that ASCII art in another module. So import, what is the name of that module? Logo_art. So here you can simply print logo_art dot logo. There we have a name, logo, right? Now let's run this. See, it will show the logo first, guess the number, right? And now you can just, okay, one more thing, you don't need to show this thing. So that was just a trial version, so better to delete this line because the answer should not be shown to the user. Now see, let me think of a number between 1 to 15. Now it's not shown. Let me just try out one more time. Hard, you have only 5 attempts. 40, guess is too high. 30, your guess is right, the answer was 30. In only one attempt I have got the answer, right? So this was our project. I guess that is not so much tough. And one more thing, if you don't enter the level easy or hard, if anything else you will enter, then what will happen? So that also you can modify here. Suppose here only, see, set difficulty level. Here if I choose L, if this level chosen equal to hard, then only return this thing. Else, if something else you choose, then it should print like maybe you have chosen a wrong level and play again. Now what we can do else, simply we can return. That's it, return means exit, else return from set difficulty. And here after this you need to check if these attempts, whatever returned from there, if the attempts not equal to easy level attempts and attempts not equal to hard level attempts, means neither of this condition nor this condition is true, means sorry, neither this condition nor this condition is true, means something else you have entered. So in that case, what should be printed? Print, like it should print a message, you have entered wrong difficulty level, play again, and it should exit. So simply you can write down here, return. It's done this. And if I print here something else, so you have entered wrong difficulty level, play again. So you have to start this again, right? So like this you can play with this code. If you think, if you want to modify, like you have entered if wrong difficulty level, then it should ask again, like choose again the level of difficulty, type easy or hard. That also you can do, but that is for your assignment. Okay, now you can modify this thing whatever according to your creative thinking and what you want to do with this project. If you want to modify, if you want to upgrade this project, then you can do that, right? I hope you got this, the basic one, and there are multiple ways to solve this problem, to create this project. It is not the one, it is not the only one, right? So you can just write down this on a piece of paper, you can manually run this, manually dry run this, and definitely you will get it. It's not that much tough, right? Now that's it for this video. Now I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.